Namaste. A very good morning to all. Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission is delighted and honored to host the celebration of National Pharmacovigilance Week commencing from 17th September 2021 to 23rd September 2021 at IPC. I am privileged to inform you all National Pharmacovigilance is being celebrated throughout the nation. We welcome all distinguished dignitaries, higher officials of ministries, national and international delegates, IPC and PVPI staff, and all stakeholders attending this inauguration ceremony physically and virtually. I am also delighted to inform you that the Pharmacovigilance Program of India has also completed more than 10 years of its operation at Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, and the program has undergone vast expansion during the last 10 years with support of stakeholders. We are delighted to offer a happy welcome to our Director, Sir, Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi, Secretary cum Scientific Director, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, Ghaziabad, Dr. Meera Harrison, Vice President of International Society of Pharmacovigilance, Dr. Shanti Pal, Team Lead Pharmacovigilance, WHO Geneva, Dr. Kim Sungogal, Regional Advisor, WHO CRO, New Delhi, Dr. Madhur Gupta, National Professional Officer, WHO Country Office for India. Indeed, on this auspicious occasion, I, Shruti Rastogi, on behalf of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, take the pleasure to invite Dr. Rajiv Raghuvanshi, Dr. Jayaprakash, and senior officials of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission to join us for traditional lamp lighting of the oil lamp. Please, sir. As per ancient tradition of India, lighting of oil lamp has a special significance. The priest strikes the matchstick with a flourish and lights the lamp filled with ghee or oil, all the while reciting the following shlok. Shubham karoti kalyanam arogyam dhanam sampada shatru buddhi vinashaya deep jyoti namaste. I salute the Supreme who is lighting the lamp that brings auspiciousness, prosperity, good health, abundance of wealth, and destructions of intellect's enemy. Then he waves his hand, signaling that the ceremony can now begin. The oil used to light the lamp represents negative human tendencies. The wick of a lamp symbolizes the ego. The flame, which always looks up, represents spiritual knowledge that evolves towards a higher consciousness. Knowledge drains the oil or innate tendencies as it brings and destroys the wick. Thank you all. Now it's time to formally commence the event. We would like to start with the national anthem. I may request everyone to physically or virtually please stand up for the national anthem.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गावे तब जय गाथा जय मंगल जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय 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 Thank you all. May I now request Dr. Rajiv Raghuvanshi, Secretary cum Scientific Director, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, for welcome address.
Celebrate the inauguration of Pharmacovigilance Week. This is a very important day today for the whole program of pharmacovigilance in India and beyond. And there are two main reasons why I'm saying it's very important. One is it coincides with the World Patient Safety Day. adverse event reporting. It should happen in terms of multiple, and that cannot happen if only government is putting its efforts. And for it to be successful and reach to a scale in multiple, it needs a mass movement beyond hospitals. As professionals, we have to start thinking that how do we involve directly the patients, the family members of the patients, and make them aware about pharmacovigilance and the importance of reportings, and ultimately the reportings from them would be in the benefit of themselves or their fellow Indians and global citizens. So, how do we do this? We were doing an analysis that this country, in spite of having strong infrastructure created, the reportings are not proportionate to the population of patients in this country. A country of more than billion citizens, even if 1% of people have to report some AEs, we are nowhere even close to that number in terms of reporting what we are doing. And we started doing some analysis of what could be the main reason why reportings are not coming. So a couple of points which came out was that the under-reporting is happening because the current centers, the healthcare practitioners, the organizational leadership of healthcare, where the treatments are happening like hospitals, there is a mindset that reporting means is a negative event, and it actually impacts the brand of that particular hospital or clinic or whatever healthcare setup it is. And because of that, normally people are not supportive of reporting it. So this is a completely wrong thinking and mindset, and we have to make them understand that reporting of adverse events or whatever adverse events are happening is not because of that setup, but that is because of the drug, and it is part and parcel of the medicine patient is taking. And this is known that these kind of side effects can come through the clinical trials data which is used for getting the approval of the product or the medicine. So this is one strong message has to go to the people who are involved in pharmacovigilance and the reporting centers, that adverse event reporting is not negative, but in fact it is a positive contribution to society, because we are doing service to the patients by reporting. The second important thing which came out was people also think that one single reporting by one person, what impact it will have. And this is a long debate which is happening in all walks of life, that is the contribution of a single person important or not. And there is no the second thought about it, that ultimately if everybody thinks the same, the whole system will collapse and no improvement can happen. So as professionals in pharmacovigilance, we have to take this responsibility on us to increase the awareness among people, the healthcare practitioners as well as patients, the importance of pharmacovigilance as a practice. And actually, to me, it looks like it's actually a service to the humanity. And we all know that at the core of humanity is service. And there cannot be a better way of service than helping patients of the society to live a better life. And pharmacovigilance, to me, looks to be a tool to get to that stage where through this we can give back to the society from where we take so many things by growing up and establishing. I also hear that young generation nowadays looks for some very impactful. They want to create impact on society. So all the young people, the young generation sitting here in this program, I just wanted to convey that this may be one of the opportunities for all of them to do something impactful if they really want to do it. Because as I said, that it has direct impact on patients, weaker part of the society, and there cannot be anything. With this, I would end my address for this morning here with a commitment from Government of India that the efforts from government will keep on the way it has been in creating infrastructure, in supporting human resources, trained human resources. But as I said, the real success will come only once it gets converted into a mass movement and normal public is involved in this. And this celebration of Pharmacovigilance Week has the importance because these kind of events really create awareness throughout the society where it is being celebrated. And that is the reason why we as a nation decided to start celebrating Pharmacovigilance Week year on year, starting on 17th of September. And through this, creating awareness, doing different kind of programs. In fact, I have requested all our pharmacovigilance associates placed at different AMCs in different parts of the country that they should do at least one program during the week where they have to connect directly with patients. They don't have to do anything with the trained professionals in the hospital. Don't talk to doctors, don't talk to nurses. At least one program has to happen directly between pharmacovigilance and the normal public, be it patient or the family member of the patient, and make them understand the relevance of pharmacovigilance and relevance of their reporting back the adverse events that they experience during taking the treatment. And if we honestly start doing that year on year, you will see the magic of the awareness increasing leaps and bounds, and the pharmacovigilance program in this country taking a shape of a mass movement and a real success. At the end, I would also like to give one good information from the Pharmacopoeia Commission that, and also thank WHO for that. We have been given the redesignation of collaborating center for pharmacovigilance of WHO, one of the 8 centers for next 4 years. So thanks a lot to the WHO team, and we would certainly be doing all our bit to support WHO in this program and have the global benefit. With this, I thank all the attendees and over to the.
Thank you very much for your inspiring words. I'm happy to inform you all that our chief guest, Professor Y.K. Gupta, National Scientific Advisor, PVPI, has joined us virtually. May I invite Professor Y.K. Gupta to address the gathering. I request our ID team to give audio and video rights to Professor Y.K. Gupta. Sir, can you please switch on your camera? Professor Y.K. Gupta, sir.
Namaskar, am I audible now? Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear.
Am I audible, JP? If I am audible, please raise your hand, Dr. JP.
Professor Vaidya Gupta, sir, you are not audible.
I am audible.
Sir, am I audible to you? Sir, you are not visible.
I am audible. Just raise, Dr. JP. Just raise your hand if I am audible, because I am not able. Not audible. Okay.
Sir, your voice is not audible.
Now I am audible.
Sir, kindly disconnect and then reconnect. Your voice is not audible.
Okay. Yes.
I am also happy to welcome Dr. Rubina Bose, Deputy Drugs Controller, India, who has joined us virtually. Welcome, ma'am. Professor Vaidya Gupta will be joining us in a few time. May I now invite Dr. Rubina Bose, the Deputy Drug Controller, India, to kindly address the gathering. Dr. Rubina, ma'am. Dr. Rubina Bose, ma'am. May I now invite Dr. Madhu Gupta, National Professional Officer, WHO Country Office, to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and a hearty congratulations to everyone. As Dr. Raghuvanshi has already shared, I would like to start by congratulating Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission for becoming the WHO Collaborating Center for providing their support in the Southeast Asia region. The letter has actually come yesterday itself, and Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission is the collaborating center for pharmacovigilance in the Southeast Asia region for the public health programs and the regulatory services. And we would be actively collaborating with them. The Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission WHO Collaborating Center has the role to contribute not only within India, but in the entire Southeast Asia region countries. As we know, they have already been a WHO collaborating center in the past, and the redesignation now has come in yesterday itself. It will be for 4-year period up till 2025. And we look forward to an exciting 4 years of collaboration to foster increased safety of medical products within India and in the Southeast Asia region countries. As you all know, the aim of pharmacovigilance has become even more pertinent and more pivotal in the COVID-19 pandemic period, which is underway. It is to improve the patient safety outcomes and the safety of medical products, including the vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines, and all the medical and paramedical interventions to improve public health and contribute to the global understanding and education on the enhanced safety of the medical products which are being used for clinical interventions. So the main aim of WHO pharmacovigilance team at all levels is to ensure safer use of medicines and vaccines throughout the life cycle of the products, and also promote reliance on centers of excellence such as the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, so that the benefits and the risks of medicines and vaccines are balanced, and there is an optimal balance between the benefits and risks, and the risk communication strategies and the other aspects of the ongoing life cycle of the medical products gets updated on a dynamic basis. The Pharmacovigilance Program of India has been contributing in a major way for strengthening the safety monitoring of medicines being used in the public health programs. Many of you are already contributing to the tuberculosis, malaria, HIV, AIDS, the leprosy medicines, and also the neglected tropical diseases medicine safety monitoring. You have been reporting this data in the WHO Vigibase through WHO Vigiflow, and that data, has been throwing up signals which have been then communicated to the regulatory authorities. Several kinds of things in the last many years, like labeling changes or including some adverse event which was not there. Those are the kind of policy changes, which have been brought about. And of course, the critical role in this has also been played by the CDSCO, the Drugs Controller General of India office. So it is a seamless collaboration, not only the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, but seamless collaboration between all the stakeholders of pharmacovigilance, whether it is the AEFI Secretariat for Vaccines, the Immunization Division for the ongoing safety monitoring of COVID-19 vaccines, the CDSCO, the Drugs Controller General of India office for sharing the data on periodic safety update reports, which is the regulatory data being received from the manufacturers, or it is the WHO Vigibase data being scrutinized and analyzed and then reviewed in the signal review panel in the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. All of it comes together to basically one single goal of enhancing the safety monitoring of medical products in the country. I would also like to share another very good news that the WHO CRO, WHO India has been working as part of the Working Group 3 of the Southeast Asia Regulatory Network. And the Southeast Asia Regulatory Network Working Group 3 has been working for the last 1.5 years on a guidance document of good pharmacovigilance practices for the Southeast Asia region. This particular document has been finalized and completed, and all the countries have played a role, but India is the lead country. India has led this document, and it is now, it has been prepared in collaboration with the MHRA, which is the Medicines Product Agency of the United Kingdom, and it has been uploaded in the Southeast Asia Regulatory Network portal. This is also in the context of the regional committee resolution covering, the Delhi Declaration on improving access to essential medical products in the region and beyond, where the CRO member states, the Southeast Asia region member states, requested the countries and requested the Secretariat to continue the momentum to strengthen regulatory cooperation and collaboration to improve the availability of essential medical products through the Southeast Asia Regulatory Network. This document is going to be very useful, and Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission WHO Collaborating Center would be, playing a critical role for its awareness and its rollout in the Southeast Asia region. The document covers in detail the alignment of requirements, procedures, protocols, forms, to advise the countries in the region on international best practices in vigilance, including aspects of regulatory requirements. And, in the end of the document, to enable the regulatory agencies in the region, the guidance document has a number of to-do lists, example for setting and strengthening the PV system, adverse reactions reporting. So this would be critical, I think, to assist the CRO member country regulatory agencies. And I must highlight that as a regional public good, it has been recognized as a regional public good by WHO Southeast Asia region. It may be highlighted that this guidance document is the only one of its kind in any WHO regions. So, also, I would like to share that the signal detection system strengthening in the region is extremely pivotal, and Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission would be contributing to the signal detection of medical products. And in the future months and years, it could do it on a periodic basis as part of the terms of reference of the collaborating center within the countries in the region. A very active role is envisaged also within India. The entire last year has gone in COVID, but we look forward to further continued strengthening of our work in the public health programs in India, which is very much a need. TB elimination is a key priority for India, and so is the neglected tropical diseases area. Another major area which is being strengthened in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in the Government of India is the signal detection system for vaccines. It is being set up at the AFI Secretariat, and Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission would also play a critical role in closely supporting this with the AFI Secretariat. This would be again a state-of-the-art system based, it will actually be on the similar lines as the MHRA UK, United Kingdom. WHO would be closely supporting the Ministry of Health in this process, the AFI Secretariat, and the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission as well. So with that, I congratulate all of you once again, and we look forward to a very exciting Pharmacovigilance Week under the context of the overall global patient safety week, which has been organized. Hearty congratulations to the Secretariat, Dr. Raghuvanshi and his team, and hope you enjoy the sessions during the week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I again take an opportunity to welcome all our esteemed guests. Professor Y.K. Gupta, National Scientific Advisor, PBPI. Rubina Bose, Deputy Drug Controller, India, CDSCO. Dr. Shanti Pal, Team Lead, Pharmacovigilance, WHO Geneva. Dr. Kim Sungol, Regional Advisor, WHO CRO, New Delhi. Dr. Madhur Gupta, National Professional Officer, WHO Country Office for India. And Dr. Meera Harrison, who is President of International Society of Pharmacovigilance. May I now invite our Chief Guest, Professor Y.K. Gupta, National Scientific Advisor, to address the gathering. Please, sir. Sir, you are not audible. Okay, sir.
हेलो
Sir, you are
दोबारा करें
Sir, you are audible now.
नमस्कार everybody, my apologies because I was trying everything but it was not working. Then I detected that my connection given was for listening only. So now Dr. JP has rectified. So thank you, Dr. JP. And it is very heartening to see our friend Dr. Rajiv Raghuvanshi ji and steering this Pharmacovigilance Week and Medicine Safety Week. So congratulations, Dr. Rajiv ji. And I am so happy to see Shanti Pal and also very dear Dr. Madhur. So namaskar to everybody and all those who are listening to this. Congratulations to all for and Dr. Jayaprakash, Dr. Kalevani, and the entire team of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, who is a dedicated team for organizing this National Pharmacovigilance Week. Today, particularly today, when the entire world is celebrating medicine safety, and I have a couple of such type of events lined up. Why I say Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, who is steering the pharmacovigilance program of India, is unique in the world because we started this program 10 years back, and from 1 center to 10 centers, now this has 500 plus centers across the country. No country has as many centers. And not only that, we talk about the vigilance or the side effects or the potential risk benefit assessment of medicines, but devices, hemovigilance, materiovigilance, and the awareness program. And this is the uniqueness of this country. The strength of Indian pharmacovigilance or pharmacovigilance program of India is that we have the largest network, and the data on the pharmacovigilance adverse drug reaction collected on the drugs which are on common use to the drugs which are recently introduced in the market, data becomes so robust that it serves the risk assessment, risk benefit assessment base for the entire globe. And that's why when the data from India goes to the international pool or VG base, this has the larger body of evidence. And we say the success story or the strength is that this has shown the usefulness in the COVID time. And we designed a specific form for the drugs which are used in COVID. There was a debate that whether hydroxychloroquine should be used or should not be used. One issue was the efficacy, the other issue was the safety. And this is the pharmacovigilance program which had directed that there is no significant safety issue, which was the major concern. Similarly, this provided the data of how the amphotericin, which is used and which was abused also, overused also, antibiotics which were overused during COVID time, what has been the impact of that. And that is what is the meeting the current need, flexibility in the program to meet the current need of the country. That is the important thing. Now, also important thing is that we are training the entire Southeast region in pharmacovigilance. The opportunity on this issue is tremendous. We have now become the global leader in the pharmacovigilance. If I just see the threat, when you do the SWOT analysis, we have completed 10 years. The success story is great, but an opportunity is tremendous. The threat is that we have to meet the global standard of accuracy in reporting by the healthcare professional, as well as we have to see that the reporting by the public becomes important, correct, and the decision base is based on that. The important thing is that the pharmacovigilance should connect with the public, and that is why we have developed also an app which will identify the possible medication error, and that is going to be released today in the ministry. And this app is, the patient will not be guided on the prescription. Patient will be also guided on the possible medication error. This will be sahayak, means assistant to doctor and assistant to patient, and also will assist patient doctors in reporting adverse drug reaction. And the importance of the pharmacovigilance is in every institution, whether it is at the public, whether it is a government sector, private sector, primary health care center, district hospitals, and tertiary care hospitals. And I must say that while we were deliberating National List of Essential Medicine, NLEM, the decision to delete, decision to include, when we take the risk assessment, we are now giving the priority or the most important importance to the data which is coming from the Pharmacovigilance Program of India. So now, decision to include or exclude on the basis of the risk-benefit assessment, now we do because of our own data. And I must thank Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission and Dr. Jayaprakash, Dr. Kalavani, and entire their team, that they provide so robust data, not of Europe, not of US, but which is relevant to our country. So I am proud that we are now taking decision based on our data. So I must thank Dr. Shantipal for giving all support from WHO, and I must thank Madhur for giving all support from Indian WHO or WHO India office, which has been now an strength, and we are proud of the pharmacovigilance program, which is being run by Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, which has more than 500 centers. So thank you very much. And I welcome Dr. Kim and Dr. Harrison. So thank you very much. I can see you, and that shows that how important this program is. Namaskar. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. I'm happy to welcome Dr. Meera Veresen-Bulch, President of International Society of Pharmacovigilance, to our program today.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, sorry, my sound has been dipping in and out a bit today, so I haven't been able to hear everything that's been said, but thank you so much for inviting me to this important day. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Meera Harrison-Bulch. I'm the president of the International Society of Pharmacovigilance, and I'm delighted to be here today just to tell you a little bit more about ISOP and introduce myself and my society, and hopefully invite some of you to join us at a later date. So I am a clinical doctor by training, and I trained in obstetrics and gynecology, and then I was the director of the New Zealand Intensive Medicines Monitoring Programme for a number of years, and I still live and work in New Zealand, although I trained in the UK as a doctor. ISOP is a worldwide professional society for those working in pharmacovigilance. We have several hundred members worldwide, spanning every continent apart from Antarctica, and we have regional chapters in almost everywhere in the world, and we have members, for example, in the Western Pacific chapter where I belong, we have Australia and New Zealand, and extending right up to Singapore and Japan. So that chapter covers that region. And our members come from many different sectors. We have, for example, people working in academia, people working in medicines regulation, other parts of government, public health, NGOs, and of course the pharmaceutical industry. So the thing about ISOP really is we are very much an umbrella organisation. We're an independent and honest and open forum really for scientific discussion of drug safety issues. And our members, as I said, come from all of these different sectors. And in the time before COVID, we had an annual meeting every year in a different location around the world, sometimes in conjunction with the WHO National Centres meeting, and that's how I know Shanti from those meetings and other colleagues. We would sometimes hold our meetings back to back. We would have a mid-year training meeting as well. And of course, in the last 2 years during the global pandemic, we have had to go very much online, but that hasn't stopped us. ISOP has actually really developed a very good system of online webinars and training sessions. And we have an increasing number going on in all different regions of the world, and many of them attended internationally by people. For example, our popular Pharmacovigilance Journal Club, which is hosted by the editor of Drug Safety, our associate journal. And we have regular sessions where people come and discuss scientific papers that have been published in drug safety. So I'm absolutely delighted that you are starting your National Pharmacovigilance Week on World Patient Safety Day. It's such an important day in the ISOP calendar, and we are actually holding yesterday and today around the world, we're holding a series of webinars that for over about 24-hour period, we're having a lot of different sessions all around the world. And of course, it seems even more important than ever this year with the global pandemic continuing in so many countries that patient safety is a priority, and everybody is very interested in pharmacovigilance, in particular with the COVID-19 vaccines. Now, as you probably know, this year, the focus of World Patient Safety Day is maternal and fetal health. And this is an issue close to my heart because, as I said at the start, I'm a former obstetrician gynecologist. And in ISOP, I just wanted to tell you that we have a women's medicine special interest group, a group of us which I set up several years ago and I still continue to chair. And we discuss issues such as contraception, prescribing in pregnancy, associated safety issues, essentially, or issues associated with medicines used by women and how it affects them and their family. And women are very much at the heart of ISOP. I don't know whether you know, but 70% of people working in pharmacovigilance worldwide are women. I am the first female president of ISOP, and I'm very proud of that. And I thank you. And we very much put women who are at the heart of families and communities and societies. Often women are the people giving medicines to children, to older people, and we very much value women's contribution in the world of pharmacovigilance. So, as I said earlier, ISOP, we are a very global society. We started as a European society over 25 years ago, but we are very much now international. And we reach out to fellow pharmacovigilantes worldwide and invite you to join us. And I have exciting news, actually, because I mentioned the regional chapters earlier on, and we are about to launch a South Asia chapter, which will include ISOP members in India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Bhutan, and Nepal. And the leaders of this are two of my colleagues, Moin Don and Krishna Undela. Krishna is a professor of pharmacy at the National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research in India. Perhaps some of you might know him, and we're absolutely delighted that this regional chapter is going to be launched. It will be launched at the ISOP annual General Assembly in November, which we're hosting from Oman, but it will be online, of course. So I would like to extend a warm invitation to all you pharmacovigilantes in India to please join ISOP. We have recently, this year, we have reduced our fees to encourage those working in the non-private sector. For example, those of you working for government and academia, we've got new reduced fees. We have reduced fees for low and middle income countries. So there's never been a better time to join ISOP. And if you do join us, you become part of a professional network where we can discuss international pharmacovigilance issues in a professional scientific environment where we take off the hats that we wear at other times and just talk as colleagues to discuss these issues. So once again, thank you so much for this kind invitation to join you. It's really lovely to be here. I'm honoured to have been asked, and I'm just sorry that I can't be there in person to enjoy what looks like a delicious lunch coming up later in your morning. Thank you very much.
I would like to inform you all that today we will be releasing our revised suspected ADR form and 10-year PDPI achievement. So kindly be available for the release that will be done after the guest addresses. Thank you. May I now invite Dr. Shanti Pal, Team Lead Pharmacovigilance, WHO Geneva, to address the gathering.
Okay, do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Very, very good. Okay, thank you. So good morning, I guess soon to be afternoon for, I think, India, and perhaps also you, Meera. So good morning, Dr. Raghuvanshi and team, and to my mentor and colleague from many years, Professor Y.K. Gupta, and my colleagues from WHO, and all the pharmacovigilance experts in the country who are online. And Meera, lovely to see you again. So it's been a great privilege to be asked to join this. So thank you, Dr. Raghuvanshi, for extending the invitation so I could be part of this very important milestone, I believe. Because I would, I'm sure many of you would join me who've been in the business for some decades, who, it was difficult to get a pharmacovigilance minute, let alone a pharmacovigilance week. So congratulations for having achieved the impossible, what seemed like an impossible some years ago. So real heartfelt congratulations on that. And clearly, there is a very good reason for having such a week, as you outlined already, Dr. Raghuvanshi, on the underreporting, the need to share data, the need to work together, the need to bring in safety as a network within public health programs, and so on and so forth. So as an imperative, towards patient safety and what pharmacovigilance can deliver. So this pharmacovigilance week will sort of put the focus on all of that and raise the profile of pharmacovigilance in the country. But I'm hoping that also the countries in the region will take a cue and maybe follow through with similar initiatives of their own. So the giant that is India in the region has a lot riding on its shoulders, and clearly has taken a leap in this direction. And I'm sure you will have many other countries following as well. So it's a leading by example. So that's fantastic. So Dr. Madhur Gupta already mentioned, the other good news that came through yesterday, and that is the redesignation of the WHO Collaborating Center that is hosted by the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. So this is and those of us who've been working in making this happen would know that it's taken several months, but it's a Machiavelli heroic. So if you really fight hard to get it, which means it's really hard to lose it as well. So it's worth every day, every minute of the battle. So thanks to all the colleagues who have worked with us in making it possible, because it's been a step-by-step, back and forth, iterative process that has taken several months to reach where we are today. So it's a wonderful milestone, yet another milestone, and yet another feather in the cap of the Indian pharmacovigilance team. So thank you very much for the support that you will continue to provide for pharmacovigilance as a profession and for the countries in the region, but not only countries in the region. We'll also lean on this collaborating center and take help for advancing pharmacovigilance globally as well in low and middle income settings. So thank you for making your resource available to the world at large. So this next week is also another major event in the works, and that is the International Conference of Drug Regulatory Authorities. And it will take place between 20th and 24th. And we have, and I've been here long enough to know that pharmacovigilance wasn't a part of ICDRA in some years ago. But now, not only are we there, but we have a dedicated session to pharmacovigilance. So we've come a long way. And of course, with a little bit of help from here and there and a push and pull all along. So on 23rd of this month, from 1 to 2 p.m. The Central European time. So for India, it'll be 3.5 hours before. So we have a workshop on pharmacovigilance with reliance as the overriding principle, because we know that there is a lot of work to be done in pharmacovigilance, but we only have a finite amount of resources to do it. So then the principle of reliance becomes important to see what it is that we need to do on our own as a national obligation to our people, our population, our patients. But then what are those activities that we can join forces and do as a group for collective learning? And then equally, what are those activities that we can leave maybe one or two groups to do, and then we simply borrow the learnings and borrow the results and not have to do anything. So primarily, these are the principles of reliance. What we need to do, what alone, what we need to do as a group, and what we could possibly leave for some other groups to do. So these are some of the concepts and thinking that we are trying to bring into the field of pharmacovigilance, so that not everybody needs to do everything, and that thereby we can make our limited resources go much further than what they do at present, so that we can do more with the limited resources. So this is the thinking that we are trying to bring to also the area of pharmacovigilance. We've already included this in the area of regulation. so that countries can come together and look at dossiers together when registering a product and learn and just accept the decisions between the countries, groups of countries in a region, for example. So, and we are thinking, why not apply similar principles also in pharmacovigilance? Why not bring groups of countries together so that they can take decisions together instead of having each country deciding on its own? Although equally, I understand that there would be aspects that cannot be delegated, but a country would have to do on its own, like communicating, like risk minimization for its population, or adapting risk management plans in its settings, etc. So these are some of the thinking we are bringing in, and with your help, I think we can flesh these out better. We can make them work and put them into context in the countries. So there's a lot happening, and we will need your help more and more. And I'm really, really very happy that the Pharmacovigilance Week will be an opportunity to shine a torch on these efforts. The biggest challenge that remains is that, first pharmacovigilance was a non-entity, but now we've come onto the scene. We are there now. But then, there is still the ABC of pharmacovigilance, it's sort of taking root. But a big challenge that continues everywhere, in addition to underreporting, is the reluctance to share data. And this has become even more evident and urgent in the context of COVID-19, as Professor Vaikipta mentioned as well. That we know that there are millions of doses being given of some vaccines in some settings, and good amount of data, quality data, are also being collected. But even in the country, they are not being shared with the relevant stakeholders. And then between countries, even lesser, and globally, perhaps not at all. So this is becoming a real challenge, because the pandemic has shown us that it doesn't respect geographic borders. It doesn't respect economic divisions. It doesn't respect gender. It doesn't respect age. It's going to affect all of us, which means that the products will be used by all of us, and which means the problems will affect from the products all of us. And therefore, it is even more important than ever before to collect data and to share and to learn together. So this is something that we are seeing as a global challenge that we need to address together. That first we need to collect, but we also need to share in real time so that we can use it and look at it and learn together and keep our patients globally safe. So this would be a message that we will continue to push from WHO, of course, but we would also take the help of big countries like India and others to help get the message through, and also help us realize data collection and sharing and collective learning as a goal, particularly in the context of pandemic, but also for public health in general. So with that, I will stop and will thank you again for giving me the opportunity to be with you and to be part of this, this momentous occasion when you have actually launched a Pharmacovigilance Week. So it's a real great day for us in pharmacovigilance community. So thank you very much.
I now invite Dr. King Sangur, Regional Advisor, WHO CRO, New Delhi, to address the gathering.
Okay, dear Professor Yogi Gupta, National Scientific Advisor, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Dear Dr. Vijay Somani, Drug Controller General. And dear Dr. Mira Harrison Ulich, the President of the International Society of the Pharmacovigilance. Dear Professor Vijan Mishra, International Consumer Policy Expert, and WHO colleagues, including Dr. Shantipal, Team Leader, Pharmacovigilance, WHO Geneva, and Dr. Madhur Gupta, WHO Country Office for India. distinguished participants, and ladies and gentlemen, very good morning. So I'd like to thank Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission for giving me opportunity to speak at this important inaugural ceremony. And also my heartfelt congratulations for the successful initiation of the National Pharmacovigilance Week across India. So initiating celebration of National Pharmacovigilance Week commencing from the 17th September is aligned with the World Patient Safety Day, which is celebrated globally on 17th September every year. So we are all happy to know that celebration of National Pharmacovigilance Week will be an annual phenomenon from now onwards, with the aim to create awareness about the safety of medical products throughout the country. So I'd like to take this opportunity to talk about importance of the safety monitoring for traditional medicine product. So what actions has been taken by WHO CRO, particularly for traditional medicine products. So as you know that the traditional medicine is an important, often underestimated part of the health service for many member countries in WHO Southeast region as across the world. So for many years, the member countries in this region have sought to leverage the power of traditional medicine for achieving universal health coverage. So 10 of the member countries have a national policy on traditional medicine, and 9 countries have a formal training and education program for traditional medicine practitioners. 6 countries have a co-located traditional medicine service in their health system at some or all levels. 5 countries have a national essential drug policy on traditional medicine product and include traditional medicine product in their national essential drug list. For India itself, plural systems of traditional medicine are practiced across the country. They include Ayurveda, Yoga and Naturopathy, Unani, Siddha, Swaripa, and Homeopathy. There are almost 15,525 government sector facilities offering traditional medicine service, and more than 771,000 registered traditional medicine practitioners in India. And also more than 2,600 Ayurveda, Unani, and Siddha formulations has been included in the national formulary, and they are widely being used by the population for their health care. So over the past 2 decades, the use of traditional medicine has expanded globally, gaining significant popularity, including in developed countries. So one reason for this is the dramatic increase in the number of people with chronic non-communicable disease, such as cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders, cancer, and mental disorders. So traditional medicine has a great potential to promote health and prevent and managing NCD. We must nevertheless be clear that traditional medicine can only deliver on its potentials if it is safe and effective through appropriate safety monitoring and quality control. Otherwise, there can be a potential risk of adverse events in traditional medicine due to drug interactions between traditional and allopathic medicine, substandard, counterfeit, falsified, contamination, adulteration, and so on. So to that end, we have in recent years seen a great increase in the monitoring traditional medicine product safety, which WHO has pleased to support. Particularly in 2015, WHO CRO identified safety monitoring traditional medicine product through pharmacovigilance system as one of the region's priority area in traditional medicine at the regional workshop on integration of traditional medicine into national health system. In 2017, WHO developed a briefing on pharmacovigilance for traditional medicine products, bearing importance of the safety monitoring of traditional medicine products. Challenges in doing so, area for monitor and improvement were explained. In 2018, after conducting several in-depth country reviews, WHO conducted a regional baseline survey on pharmacovigilance for traditional medicine products. And based on the findings from the survey, in 2020, WHO CRO organized regional workshops on pharmacovigilance for traditional medicine products and formulate roadmap for strengthening safety monitoring for traditional medicine products. Therefore, WHO CRO now is a plan to organize regular training program on pharmacovigilance for traditional medicine products in collaboration with the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, one of the WHO collaborating center for pharmacovigilance. So as of now, 7 member countries in the WHO Southeast region have a national pharmacovigilance system for medical products. And out of them, 4 countries monitor traditional medicine product safety while participating in WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. The recommendations for member countries made at the regional workshop on pharmacovigilance held in 2020 are as follows. To establish integrated pharmacovigilance system for all medical products and medical devices, including traditional medicine products. To build national capacity for causality assessment and signal detection. To participate in WHO International Drug Monitoring Program. And to establish communication mechanism for safety information on the use of the medical product to various stakeholders for preventing and minimizing the risk. So WHO CRO will continue to support member countries in their endeavor to strengthening safety monitoring for traditional medicine products through pharmacovigilance system. So with this, I wish the National Pharmacovigilance Week great success and further contribute moving forward this important patient safety agenda. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to think of how far we have come, how far we have to go. There is much more to try and much more to show. We are happy to release our revised suspected ADR form and highlight of 10-year achievements of PVPI. May I please invite all our guests present virtually and Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi, Dr. Jayaprakash, Dr. B. Kalai Selvan, Dr. Shashi Bhushan, and IPC staff to please release the highlights and the revised suspected area form of PVPI. Thank you all. May I now request Dr. Jayaprakash, Senior Principal Scientific Officer and Officer in Charge PVPI for PVPI updates.
Thank you, Shruti. A very warm welcome and good morning to everyone. And at the outset, before I give you an update of the Pharmacovigilance Program of India, I would like to put on record the strong support of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, for their administrative and financial support. Professor S.K. Gupta, National Scientific Advisor to PVPI, Professor Y.K. Gupta, National Scientific Advisor to Pharmacovigilance Program of India, Dr. G.N. Singh, former Secretary cum Scientific Director, IPC, Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi, Secretary cum Scientific Director, IPC, all the subject experts of Pharmacovigilance Program of India, all the AMC coordinators, PVPI team, national and international guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure that this idea has come to our mind that the National Pharmacovigilance Week be celebrated in India. And the government has accepted this proposal, and today we see the execution and celebration of National Pharmacovigilance Week throughout the country. We look forward for the strong support in the time to come also, and I will just be projecting the Pharmacovigilance Program of India. Next, the vision of Pharmacovigilance Program of India is to improve patient safety and welfare of Indian population by monitoring safety of medicines and thereby reducing the risk associated with their use. The mission of the program is to safeguard the health of Indian population by ensuring that the benefits of use of medicines outweigh the risk associated with its use. As you all know, the program was running as in the form of the National Coordination Center from All India Institute of Medical Sciences under the dynamic leadership of Professor Y.K. Gupta, and we have been getting immense support from him for not only in the matters of pharmacovigilance but also in all matters. So I am very grateful to you, sir, and the program has completed 10 years of its existence, and the National Coordination Center is at IPC Ghaziabad since 15th of April 2011. As you see from this slide that the reach of the ADR monitoring centers throughout the country is around 450 centers. There were 395 AMCs across India, and recently we have given approval to around 50 more centers. India became permanent member of WHO Program for International Drug Monitoring in the year 1998, and the strong support of World Health Organization for giving us the access to various pharmacovigilance tools is gratefully acknowledged. Today, we have different channels of reporting of adverse drug reactions in PVPI. We have PVPI mobile application. This application is freely downloadable from Google Play Store. We have toll-free PVPI helpline number 1800-180-3024 and source document the suspected ADR reporting forms. And these ADR reporting forms are also available at different ADR monitoring centers of the country as well as in National Formulary of India, on the website of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission and the website of CDSO, Central Drug Standard Control Organization. The three different ADR monitoring forms are the suspected ADR monitoring form for the healthcare professionals. On the left-hand panel, in the middle, the suspected ADR reporting form for the consumers, and this form is available in at least 10 different languages throughout the country. And recently, we also came out with another area reporting form specifically to handle the data of the adverse reactions with respect to drugs used in COVID-19. If you look at the reporting status of the areas, then you can see that it has increased over a period of time, and today we have more than 5 lakhs of individual case safety reports from Indian population in WHO database. PVPI has the collaboration with various public health programs in the country, such as National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, 21 centers, National AIDS Control Organization, which operates the National AIDS Control Program, National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, 58 centers, and Universal Immunization Program, operated by Immunization Technical Support Unit of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. It was a very tough time for all of us, as well as worldwide, during the COVID-19, and with the help of the experts under the dynamic guidance of Professor Y.K. Gupta, we were able to create the adverse drug reaction monitoring form for COVID-19 drugs, and the Indian Council of Medical Research has issued the advisory on the use of hydroxychloroquine as a prophylaxis for the frontline workers. And in this advisory, the mention of PVPI was there for self-reporting of adverse events by anyone, either through the mobile app or through the toll-free help or through the toll-free helpline number. Then, in the revised advisory, which was issued by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, the ICMR task force had considered the Pharmacovigilance program of India data also. We also provide the trainings from time to time to all the healthcare professionals and to better handle the situation of adverse drug reaction on account of launching of vaccination in the country. So we had provided the training to Indian Contact Center coordinators as well as to deputy coordinators and pharmacovigilance associates in January. And you can see from this slide that many trainings had been specifically provided to handle the adverse drug reactions on account of vaccines, as well as the training on Vigilance for entry of the pharmacovigilance data was also provided. As we just heard, that with the active support of the World Health Organization, Pharmacovigilance Program of India was designated as one of the WHO collaborative centers for pharmacovigilance in public health programs and regulatory services in 2017, and today we just heard that the redesignation has been approved by the World Health Organization, and we are very grateful to the WHO headquarters and all the WHO country office, Southeast Asia regional office for providing us the prompt support as and required. And we look forward for more active collaboration to work in the area of pharmacovigilance ranking is on 9th position, and though there has been underreporting, but still we have improved our ranking from 10th position in the past to 9th position at present, and we still look forward for the better reporting through the healthcare professionals and other workforce supporting for the cause of pharmacovigilance program. This slide shows the quality score of the ICSRs submitted to WHO Uppsala Monitoring Center at Sweden, and you can see the blue panel that the quality score of Indian ICSRs is relatively higher as compared to rest of the countries of the world, and here it is a challenge to get 100% score, 1 out of 1 for all the healthcare professionals and the staff involved, and we expect this score to be further. So, based on Pharmacovigilance Program of India data, we have issued 125 drug safety alert have been issued, 50 prescribing information leaflets changes have been recommended to Central Drug Control Organization, and 7 signals have been identified from the course of the Pharmacovigilance Program of India. Now, these signals include cefixime-induced acute generalized xanthomatosis, pustulosis, furosemide-induced dermatitis lichenoid, itraconazole-induced acute generalized xanthomatosis, lithium carbonate-induced stress syndrome, glaucoma-induced hyperpigmentation, osaltamivir-induced sinus tachycardia, and tinidazole-induced fixed drug erection. The dissemination of this information you can also find in the WHO Pharmaceuticals newsletter from time to time. For the sake of imparting training to the various type of stakeholders, we have taken the steps to give personal training to pharmaceutical industries in order to improve the quality of reporting by the pharmaceutical industry. You can just see the screenshots of the effective meetings conducted by the pharmaceutical industries. And this slide shows the trainings provided, trainings and the skill development programs being organized by the Pharmacovigilance Program of India. We had started conducting skill development programs in basics of pharmacovigilance, and this program was launched in 2017, and is still one of these skill development program is ongoing, and we also conducted on regular basis the international training boards such as Asia Pacific Pharmacovigilance training courses for 10 days. 19th skill development program is due from 8th to 12th of November 2021. Last date of registration is 29th of November. And the interested participants can register for the program. This it will be an online. We have tried to enhance the public outreach of Pharmacovigilance Program of India, and we have organized more than 3,000 sensitization events, trainings, more than
about 1,40,000 healthcare professionals, and the program also broadcasted through the TV and other radio channels, as well as and when any new safety-related information is detected, we immediately send around 20,000 alerts have been issued by the PVPI, apart from providing the other materials, resource materials, media. So, the public outreach of this program is also evident that we on regular basis publish the newsletter of Pharmacovigilance Program of India on quarterly basis, and on the last page you can see that Hindi version of the message to report adverse drug reactions by the patients or their caretakers can be seen. And many of the hospitals in India have also started putting the PVPI helpline number on their hospital cards, and you can see the PVPI helpline numbers on many of the prescription cards of in different hospitals, and this is the snapshot of the PVPI toll-free helpline number on different hospitals' prescription cards. Many centers have also displayed the resource materials of Pharmacovigilance Program of India and their adverse drug reaction monitoring centers. You will also note that PVPI is regularly coming out with the resource materials such as Pharmacovigilance annual performance reports, and we have put on the website of IPC the recent report of the Pharmacovigilance Program of India, and it can be accessed by anyone. Then newsletters are being regularly sent domestically as well as to the other countries of the world, including the Zero Network. We also have developed the guidance document for spontaneous reporting of the adverse drug reactions, the guidance document for the marketing authorization portals, and we also have in place the quality management system. As evident, you can see the quality manual and other standard operating procedures documents at the National Coordination Center, and standard operating procedures for the sake of harmonization are also being sent to different area monitoring centers. We also have a small Pharmacovigilance Program of India information profile and a directory of the Pharmacovigilance Program. The Material-Vigilance Program of India and Chemovigilance Program of India are also under the umbrella of Pharmacovigilance Program of India, and these programs deal with the adverse events monitoring of the medical devices and transfusion medicines, especially the blood and blood-related products, respectively. The National Coordination Center for Material Vigilance Program of India is also currently at Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission at Ghaziabad, and this program was launched on 6th of July 2015, at IPC, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. The aim of this program is to collect, collate, and analyze the adverse reactions on account of medical devices, do quality check of these reactions by the medical device expert committees, and sending the regulatory recommendations to the Central Drug System. Initially, this program was being coordinated by Maternal Institute of Medical Sciences at Thiruvananthapuram from 2015 to 2018, but later it got shifted to IPC Ghaziabad. And you can see from this slide that at present there are 101 medical device adverse event monitoring centers across the country in different locations, in different hospitals. We also provide the technical manpower to the best possible extent to handle the adverse events, collection and analysis related to pharmacovigilance, as well as to the medical device events monitoring. Here you can see that over a period of time, more than 5,000 medical device adverse events have been collected and they are being analyzed at the National Coordination Center, and regulatory recommendations are being sent to the Central Drug System Control Organization, as you can see from this slide. As I told you, that Vigilance Program of India is also under the ambit of Pharmacovigilance Program of India. This program at national level was launched by the National Institute of Biologicals, which is also an autonomous body of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, on 10th of December 2012. And this program is being managed by a wave-based indigenous system, the Vigilance and Donor Vigilance, and presently in this program, the nature of reporting of adverse event is also voluntary, as with other type of the drugs as well as the medical devices. So the system is there in place to deal with the recipient hemovigilance as well as the donor hemovigilance. And over the period of time, Hemovigilance Program of India has enrolled more than 11,000 blood centers under HPPI, and around 21,000 adverse reactions have been reported from recipient hemovigilance, which under the recipient hemovigilance system, and around 30,000 donor hemovigilance adverse reactions have been reported. NIV has organized 74 continuing medical education programs and workshops in different parts of the country, and trained more than 11,000 participants from different blood centers, the clinicians, nurses, and the technical staff, as well as the donors and recipients and their motivators as well. The guidance document for reporting of adverse transfusion reactions in blood transfusion services for improved quality of reaction data has also been submitted by the enrolled centers, and they are also publishing from time to time the newsletters, and so far 17 issues of the newsletters have been published, and they are being sent nationally as well as internationally. Apart from the newsletters, the research articles, pamphlets are also being disseminated. So, based on the recommendations of the Hemovigilance Committee, an upgraded version of Hemovigil software version 2 was launched on 1st of May 2016 with the salient features such as reporting ill reaction, denominator data, and inbuilt adding request, etc. Adverse blood donor reaction reporting for version 2 was also launched in January 2020, and the report which we just released about the 10 years progress of the Pharmacovigilance program of India, it also includes the hemovigilance reporting as well as the medical devices reporting status also for the defined period. And the concept of the hemovigilance nurse was also discussed in their respective committees, and many of the hospitals such as the Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research at Chandigarh, Children's Hospital at Mumbai, and Mahatma Gandhi Medical College, Jaipur, and Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences at Lucknow, they have realized the concept of having a hemovigilance nurse. So I congratulate all the officials who took this challenge, and now the things are in place. India is also a member of the International Hemovigilance Network since 2014, and here I would also like to bring your notice that with the support of the International Society of Pharmacovigilance as well as the Uppsala Monitoring Center at Sweden, we were also the member of the International Society of Pharmacovigilance, and soon we intend to become the member of the International Society of Pharmacovigilance. The application has been approved by the higher authorities of the International Society of Pharmacovigilance. We are very grateful to them, and soon we intend to become the member of ISOP. The toll-free number 1-800-180-2588 is also being launched by the National Institute of Biologicals for addressing the day-to-day queries on hemovigilance. So anyone can report on this particular number and reply will be given. Coming to the way forward, and any input of the esteemed participants and national and international delegates on our future plan. So we intend to further strengthen and scale up the pharmacovigilance activities, not only to increase the number of adverse drug reaction monitoring centers, but also to strengthen them in terms of providing the manpower and to provide the better training and skill development opportunities throughout the country. Then we are also in the process of development of our own indigenous database for management of the ICSRs of Indian origin, and ADRMS software is in the process of completion. We are soon expecting it to be completed. Then the engagement of the researchers, the academic institutes such as pharmaceutical institutes, medical colleges, hospitals, biomedical engineering institute, dental institutes, dental and nursing councils, Pharmacy Council of India, state pharmacy councils, and the support from these organizations is also the requirement, and we will explore all possible opportunities in collaboration. One of the important idea which is coming this moment to my mind is that there should be mandatory reporting by the pharmaceutical industries so that the proper and ethical reporting at all levels can be ensured, and we can get the better data for analysis and to draw the further meaningful conclusions on that safety data. And it is also coming to our mind that the pharmacovigilance program of India should also be listed under the national health programs of the country, and we are here to support to our best possible effort along with our team for the cause of pharmacovigilance and ultimate cause of patient safety. I thank you everyone for your attentive listening and sparing your valuable time with us. Thank you everyone.
Thank you very much, sir. I accord a genial welcome to Dr. B.J. Somani, the Drug Controller General of India, Central Standard Control Organization of India, New Delhi, to our inaugural session. May I request Dr. B.J. Somani to please address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Chair, and thank you, the Director, Secretary cum Scientific Director, IPC, and all the dignitaries from the WHO and around the world for inviting me for this National Pharmacovigilance Week, which is a unique feature in itself. Pharmacovigilance Program of India per se has come a long way. I hope you can hear me because I have my own echo.
Yes, sir.
It has come a long way, and data coming out of it and the analysis of that data is helping a lot based on the real life situations, safety monitoring of the drug for making the regulatory decisions. Many of the things what has been done by the Pharmacovigilance Program of India, as per the expectation that what pharmacovigilance or materiovigilance, immovigilance, biovigilance should do, has been already highlighted by Dr. Jayaprakash and his team, and our speaker also has also highlighted what are the challenges in this. One of the biggest challenge remains under-reporting, or the reporting which comes is very incomplete so as to reach to some conclusive decisions. So in that also, Pharmacovigilance Program of India through their ADR Monitoring Center have developed a Realization for ensuring the patient safety through certain regulatory modulation or actions. This has become a regular feature since 2014. And what are the various regulatory decisions which are taken, as has been shown that there are 7 signals and many alerts which have been published on IPC website as well as CDSCO website. And this has helped the practitioners, consumers, and everybody a lot. Various features which are incorporated into this program, starting from making the newsletter, the guidance document for the marketing authorization holders, different forms for reporting cases, ICR forms, whether it is for health professional, for consumer, or in the times of COVID, specific forms which has been developed. That data has helped a lot. And the coordination of the Pharmacovigilance Program of India with various national health program has become a very important source of information for the effective treatment, management, and also sometimes in standard treatment guideline preparations. So, and the additional aspect of the training which has been undertaken by Pharmacovigilance Program of India is enormous for healthcare professionals, for ADR monitoring centers, and for those who are marketing authorization holders. So this has become a regular phenomena and regular feature. So that has particularly helped a lot for the regulatory decision making and also understanding how the India specific data looks when we look at a particular class of the drugs. And we are able to convince certain healthcare professional and public also through the outcome which we are seeing as a fruit of this various activities of Pharmacovigilance Program of India. This particular week, the program which has been organized, it captures all the elements of the pharmacovigilance, and that will give a great boost to understanding of this Pharmacovigilance Program of India and also the activities to various stakeholders in the country and those who are attending this program. With this, I once again congratulate the organizers for this great program. Thank you very much.
I now request Dr. V. Kalai, Senior PSO, IPC, for vote of thanks.
On behalf of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, it's my privilege and pleasure to propose vote of thanks for this very important national pharmacovigilance week. So on behalf of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, we are extremely thankful to respected DCJ for accepting our invitation and facing the occasion. So thank you very much for your appreciating words, and we are also fully committed to work on the gap areas, whatever you have suggested. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So again, I'm the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission Pharmacovigilance Program of India. We propose our sincere thanks to Dr. Vigilance as a national scientific advisor. From time to time, he used to deliver cleaning that of resource materials to IPC. Also, he is giving that of advice to the program. So we are thankful to Vigilance. Sir, are you there? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Second pride moment for the Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission to thank Dr. Madhu Gupta and Dr. Shanti for extending their support to Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission and recognizing our support, recognizing our work as a WHO collaborating center. Madam, we thank you as well as Dr. Shanti for redesignating IPC, PVP as a collaborating center. We are fully committed to fulfill the expectations of the WHO as a WHO collaborating center in the areas of regulatory pharmacovigilance as well as public health programs. Thank you so much and thanks for joining this event. It's a time to sincerely thank Mr. Meena Hanisan, President, International Society of Pharmacovigilance. Thank you very much for providing the platform, ISO platform, for disseminating the activities of pharmacovigilance. We are thankful to you and we look forward to work with you. Dr. Kim from the WHO CRO Office, Regional Advisor. Again, he has given the opportunity to work with pharmacovigilance for the traditional system of medicines. The training program which we are going to conduct collaboration with you. The planning and the modules are already ready. Thanks to you for supporting us and guiding us for developing the tools, pharmacovigilance tools for traditional system of medicine as well. We are also sincerely thankful to our leadership, Dr. Rajiv, for guiding us. Actually, sir has given a lot of areas to work. Really, we have to enter into the phase 2 of pharmacovigilance. That is how we are going to deliver the benefits to the patients. So we are fully committed to work on this area. And also mass movement. This is another area which we have to all work together with the help of all the stakeholders. And I'm sure with the support of all the stakeholders, the committed team at IPC, definitely we will succeed. We will enter into the phase 2 of pharmacovigilance and we will move forward as a mass movement. I'm also thankful to Dr. Jayprakash, Dr. Sashi, and the entire team of IPC, not only for organizing this event in a successful manner, for all the support and duties they are delivering with respect to the pharmacovigilance. So, on behalf of Secretary cum Scientific Director, we are thankful to all the coordinators, experts, pharmacovigilance experts, those who are joined this webinar across the nation. If I missed anyone, I may be excused. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ronald.
For joining us in the inauguration session. We shall now have a group photograph. I request all our IPC staff to please join in for the group photograph along with the guests present virtually. And we click the screen. empty हो जाएगा
खाली स्क्रीन
Thank you all for joining with us and for sparing your valuable time with us. We are all missing you for the lunch here at IPC, but soon we just want to see you soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Nice to meet you all.